And we are live. Hello. I said I would be here. I have a favorites list to talk about now. I am thoroughly spoiling people this year with doing live streams about Miss Universe, but because the turnaround is so quick, I refuse to miss putting out my favorites list for preliminaries, and I wasn't exactly sure what my time constraints were going to be like, and I thought I was going to be tired. I had a full work day today. I should be in bed, and yet here I am on live stream, ready to get at it with everybody. And we are waiting for the first people to pop in. Judy, Rodney, Kevin, Taylor, JM, Moonflower, hello. All right, the court is in session. We are here to discuss my personal favorites for Miss Universe prelims 2022/23. We're a little late with this this competition, but it's fine. It's fine. Now, I feel bad for everybody who's not here in person to have this live discussion. Like I said, don't get spoiled with this. Maybe next season I will find a way to integrate more live streams because you guys seem to like that, and it helps. You know, it's a lot easier than having to sit down and set up and edit and everything. But I will be doing a reaction video to the Miss Universe finals night. I don't know if Miss Universe is going to allow me to upload it on YouTube. I don't know why they would block it. They usually just take the money. Usually that's what they do. People think I get paid for reactions. Typically I don't. The organizations take that money. So I don't understand why Miss Universe would block it when you're already getting the money that would be made from the video anyways. And it's not like it's a lot. I don't see what the big deal is. But if I have to do it and upload it to Instagram, then that's where it will be, because that's what we did last year. So if you are like, oh, we want a reaction video, I'm gonna do it. And if Miss Universe blocks it, which I mean, at this point they likely will, it'll be on Instagram. So find me on Instagram. I'm usually pretty easy to find. If you really can't figure it out, just hashtag the sovereign, you'll find me. So it's not that hard. Now, let's talk about preliminaries. What did you guys think about prelims? I actually did react to preliminaries live with the court. I was on Instagram for 3 hours live, you guys, and it's all still posted on my account. That's why I let you know about the activity that I do on Instagram, because it's pretty extensive and I had a lot to say during competition. I was not as disappointed with the stage as I thought I would be. A lot of people were telling me it was small, and I don't know if you guys are remembering the stages of the past. Like, I'm thinking circa 2019. What was this? I don't remember what year it was where we had like this white, was it 2017? We had like this white backdrop and like a collapsible removable stage or something. We've had some questionable preliminary stages. So this by far is not the worst we've ever seen. Now, it's not 2018 by any means, but it's not the worst. So I'm not knocking the stage. I am knocking the capes. What the hell? If you guys go check Instagram, there was a full rant that I did about the damn capes, because I have no problem with them being custom. And when you tell me we're going to have custom capes for the girls, I'm thinking the girls are going to design it with colors and fabrics, like they can have a sarong or a cape. Like, I thought that's the type of custom we were talking about. I didn't know that they were doing elementary school art projects. That's fine. That's cute. But for us to rob these girls of a significant amount of time to show off their capes as if it's open house at school this evening, I think not. For what reason were they not given end of the runway poses? They were supposed to flash their cape. That's what national costume is for. Like, if you want to show off your art and your creativity and your country and your beliefs, and that's what national costume is for. Everybody who's here, everybody who sat in that audience, everybody who's devoted time to this competition is here to see the women. We're here to see you and your work ethic and all the effort that you've put in this last almost year. That's what we came for. So for these girls to get to the end of the runway, turn their backs to the audience and flash their art projects that we could have viewed on our way out of the competition, I'm upset about that. I'm upset. And I'm sure some of the girls had to be. Sis, the mic is focused on your mic. What's going on? I don't know what you're talking about. Come closer to the mic. Why? I don't understand what you guys are going nuts about the mic, but I'm just trying not to blow your ears out or anything. It's focused on the mic, not me. Well, you freaking traitor. Oh no, it's because I was too far back. That's why. See, if I come back here, but if I get closer to the camera, then it changes focus. Because I took off the autofocus, because if I keep the autofocus on, there's this big square on my face. It's super annoying and you'll hate it. So that's why. But I can surely get closer to the mic. That's fine. In fact, let's just move it in a little bit so that we can get back to what we were talking about. Because those damn capes, though, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. They're under no circumstances in any performance. And I'm a performance person. I'm a performance expert at this point. I've been on stage most of my life in competitions, theatrical performances, whatever. I've done it. So it is a 100% absolute no in any type of stage performance, competition, whatever, to turn your back to the audience. And it's obvious that they instructed the girls to do that because they all did it. I appreciate those competitors that still made the effort to, you know, once they flashed their cape, they still kept it, you know, performance like. They still gave us a slay face. They still kept it pageant queen. That's a professional, girls. Even when the organization is trying to mess up your performance, you still give what you got. So that is awesome. But those capes, I thought it was cute that they were going to let them customize it, but I didn't know that it was going to take up a significant portion of those girls' performances. So I, like, Miss Universe, huge no. That was bad. That was bad. Do you guys not have like stage hands on deck? Do you not have a stage manager? Can I send in a resume? Because somebody doesn't have stage experience and they don't know blocking. They don't know like performance technique, performance art. What, you don't do that. You instructed your performers to turn their back to the audience. I can't. Like, that bothers me on like an interior level. Just as a theatrical performer, you never do that unless it's for a specific purpose. Okay. We need to move on. I know. It's just very irritating. And I just expect an organization of this caliber to know better. Miss Universe. Just robbery, straight robbery. So I have a list of 20 women and their timestamps because we're going to pull up some performances. And I don't know if Miss Universe is going to let me play the entire performance through because they love to block YouTube videos, even though we're talking about your performance and your organization and giving you publicity as YouTubers. I don't understand. Well, maybe I do understand because Miss Universe seems to struggle with handling the media. Like, you guys clearly don't seem to know what you're doing. So I get why you seemingly undervalue the attention that YouTubers and TikTokers give you, but you need to get a new social media manager if that's the case. Whoever you got out here blocking YouTube videos, giving your organization praise and compliments and attention every year, fire them because they're costing you money. Like, it's free publicity. People pay to have advertisements on YouTube channels, and those of us who give it to you for free are punished. Fire whoever's your social media manager. Get it done. So my bottom 20 girls, I mean, I guess I could flash them on the screen for a second. Why? No, I don't want to move around. Don't just play with my face. I want to shrink myself just like that, right? Boom. The 71st Miss Universe competition. So I have a list of 20 people, and I'm going to try to do this properly without messing up the timestamps. Bottom of my list is Great Britain. I know that a lot of people are like meh on her. The thing is, her performance was perfectly fine. I know it wasn't overkill or anything, but we don't want overkill. I can't stand this whole cape thing. I cannot stand the whole cape thing. I can't. Her performance was very clean and still had personality and flair without it being overdone. And I know that she can speak. So the chances of her making it to the Miss Universe finals, I don't know what we're having. Top 16, 5, and 3 is the new format. Oh my God. That's a big jump from 16 to 5. 16 to 5. We better get to see all 16 girls in swimwear and evening gown, because otherwise I'll be upset. I know that there are timestamps in the comment section, but I don't want to be scrolling like this up and down to do that. So that's why I'm just trying to keep it level and in place and everything. So Great Britain did not get overlooked. Neither did Germany, who's also here. Right there, she is, lovely blonde that she is. I'm still very happy that her organization had her with a coach, got her some training. Um, when's the last time we ever saw Germany as a contender or make a list or anything? So I am not disappointed by her whatsoever. Hopefully, they keep developing and giving more with their competitors and investing more in their competitors, because I think it really paid off in this instance. So apparently Miss Universe did post the new format. This is what bugs me about Miss Universe, is that you are supposed to be like the most respected organization, right? Why are we finding out information last minute? Why wasn't this information released months ago? Why isn't this information on your website? Why do you make your fan base work so hard? Why? When you could have easily just told us a long time ago what the breakdown was going to be. I am aware that the timestamps are in the comments section. I just told you that. No spamming in the comments, please, because you will annoy people and I don't want them to be annoyed. So, Great Britain and Germany were not overlooked. Neither was this young lady. We're going to skip down to evening gown because I saved her evening gown timestamp. And her evening gown timestamp is right here. Miss Trinidad and Tobago. I didn't overlook her. I think she did better in swimwear than she did in evening gown, and yet I still am not going to overlook her. I'm not going to pass up on her. She did too well, and it was a little bit refreshing to see yet another country whom we weren't necessarily raving about pop up and do so well. There's just, I mean, for this list, there's just too many women who are more well-rounded, but I wouldn't be surprised if Trinidad and Tobago did make it into finals. This woman I struggled with because she definitely was a surprise, and I'm happy. And somebody want to tell me what's the drama here, by the way, with not you, Bolivia. What's the drama with Bolivia? Because I pulled up Bolivia and I was checking on YouTube, and apparently the original Bolivian contestant was replaced because the original Bolivian contestant was misbehaving publicly in a video. Sorry, what? What? Is that what happened? Either way, the girl was fun to watch. Very elegant, clean, happy, unfazed. I mean, hello. Yes, with the capes. I'm sorry. Miss Universe really, there, you get it, babe. You walk, you strut. Look at that. I love it. You see how that smile translates into her eyes and she's got a little dimple on her cheek? That's authentic. She's a happy camper. I love it. Loved it. Loved seeing her. Bolivia, there's a chance. There's a chance there. There is a chance. Now, this next girl, I'm going to check this comments real quick. She was Miss Grand Bolivia this year too. Was she now? We got some repeats. Interesting. The new Miss Bolivia is way better. It seems, I mean, I think she's great. So I'm wondering who they had in here before, because this Bolivia, I mean, is fantastic. Who did you guys have? And for those of you asking, like, what happened to the past Miss Bolivia? Apparently she was on video making fun of other contestants' headshots. And that is very unbecoming of a Miss Universe. Now, like I said, I give criticism myself, sis, but one thing I don't do is, like, I don't call people ugly. I don't call people, like, if you're misstyled, I'll tell you, but none of these girls are ugly. And I don't sit here and make fun of, if anything, I get irritated, right? Because you guys have seen me get irritated at women who put out lackluster headshots or lackluster performances. I'll get irritated, but I'm not going to sit up here and make fun of somebody unless you like, okay, I'm making fun of a wedding dress. I know I'm a YouTuber. It's my job. If you wear a wedding dress on stage, Slovak Republic, I cannot contain myself, but I'm not a competitor. I'm not competing against you. My job is to be an evaluator, so I get to run my mouth. But as a competitor, you cannot be caught on camera being super negative towards the other girls, no matter how you may feel about them. That is just very not good. So I didn't know that had gone down, but that's what happened with Bolivia. Now that might be a saving grace because the current queen, like I said, is doing phenomenal. So good for you, Bolivia. I don't know what to tell you. There's just some other women, obviously, that we know are packing a little bit more. And I couldn't really see how well Bolivia speaks. I didn't really get a good grasp of her speaking ability. So we'll just have to see. But I liked her performances, so I'm not leaving her off my favorites list. You should change your list now because of the new format. Well, it doesn't matter because I have my top 16. And luckily it's 16. Otherwise, this next woman wouldn't even be on the list. And I'm still kind of disappointed. I'm not disappointed because I know you guys are disappointed. I knew what was going on, even though you guys wanted to yell at me about her. I knew what was happening. Oh yes, it's Colombia. It's Colombia. All you guys who yelled at me about Colombia and you had something to say about Colombia, y'all will be lucky if she makes finals. And I'm anticipating that she might make finals. It's going to be because of her speaking ability. It's damn sure not going to be because of this performance. It is not. It's not. She was good for a moment. Those of you who are educated fans know what's wrong though. Baby girl got her arms out to fly away, but she went nowhere. She's going nowhere. The plane did not take flight. Her arms never fell. Not once, not once. Someone said, Jerome said, ooh, she's not even on my list. I honestly barely even want her on my list because it's just like, I just have a feeling that because the judging table is, full of women and Colombia's strength is speaking ability, I know that Miss Universe likes to favor certain women, even though we know that they're not well-rounded competitors. Colombia could save herself simply with speaking ability, but not with performance aspect. She was decent in evening gown, but decent does not get crowned. So that's why I'm like, she looks like Miss El Takuyo herself. Like, you guys knew how I felt about Colombia months ago. And even though people wanted to get on me about putting her so low, I'm telling you right now, I don't even really want her on the list now. I really don't. But I'm just anticipating that Miss Universe is going to be off their rocker slightly and put some interview queens into finals. And if they do, it's going to be Colombia, but she's not winning this year. And those of you who wanted to be down my throat about her, my DMs are open for apologies. Because they got really mad. They're like, you can't judge this girl based on past performances past. I wasn't judging her simply on her past performance, which really wasn't good, especially in terms of Colombia, was not good. I saw her updated walk and I told everybody in the Discord, even though it was updated and she was slightly better, it still wasn't Miss Universe material. People still wanted to yell at me about it, but now you know. So ye have little faith. Trust me more next time, okay? We're going to move past this because I want to be happy and she does not make me happy. Colombia, I'm going to need you guys to do a little better. Be like Venezuela. They learned. It took them a minute, but they're getting there, finally. Next up on the list, at number 15. Now we're starting off some numbers that matter. I'm sorry, like, really? It doesn't... I can't. Let's do number 15. Where's that timestamp here? Where's she at? Number 15. Is that my girl? What is the timestamp? I'm tripping. There she is. Number 15 is Peru. She's gorgeous. She's glam. She's fun. She can walk. She can perform. I'm not exactly sure about her speaking ability, but she is there and worthy of a finals placement. Somebody said my arms got tired looking at Colombia's performance. Right. We've talked about this, but they don't want to listen. Meanwhile, Peru has been consistently getting better. This woman is elegant. She's graceful. She's gorgeous. But even though, she's gorgeous, there's a lot of women that are gorgeous. You're not going to hypnotize me with looks. You surely can hypnotize me with a walk like this, though. You surely can. It's very relatable, very fun. She's very eye-catching. Like, I don't see why she wouldn't make finals. I don't see why she would not. The only thing, like, Peru is just number 15 because even though she is good, like, I do not dispute the girl is good. At this point, we're looking for an icon. We're going into Miss Universe finals. It's time to be an icon. It's time to be Miss Universe. And as good as this performance is, there are girls that are better. There are girls that are breaching the bounds of iconic. So she's going to have to step it up in finals if she makes finals, which I wouldn't be mad if she did. She's my number 15. Let's hit number 14. I'm going to check these comments. Peru's not good at speaking. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, somebody said, a lot of people, I see a couple people in the comment section saying her speaking ability is just not there. And I did check a lot of the girls' speaking ability to help me out with my placements, because we all know that that's very important. And I always factor that in. But especially during prelims, I think people, when they make their favorites list, forget about the speaking portion and just go off of prelims performance. And you can't do that, especially with Miss Universe. You got to remember speaking still matters. So I factor that in. We are at number 14. And a lot of people wanted this one to make my list. Where are you? It is 5124. So we're going to back it up. Here she is. That's right. My number 14 is Mexico. Massive improvement. I mean, massive, outstanding improvement for you, Mexico. I'm so proud. This is what I rant about. This is what I want to see. I want to see girls do better. I want to see girls develop. If I'm complaining, that means you have room for improvement. And Mexico filled in that room. She took up all that space. She's like, you know what? I do have room for improvement. And she put in the work, and it's very identifiable. And I know that Mexico does pay attention to speaking, so she should be able to speak. But once again, she's not breaching the bounds of iconic. And some of those movements are still not smooth. They're still a little twitchy. Those arms are still a little off. And I'm going to be nitpicky because you're up against girls who are pushing the bounds of perfection. See, that wasn't smooth. That ending pose was not smooth. She kind of just threw that cape somewhere. Those are the things that matter in a Miss Universe competition. The little things matter when you get into finals. You can call me nitpicky all you want, but guess who also is nitpicking? The judging table. The ladies at the judging table are nitpicking you. So get used to it. At least I'm honest about my nitpickiness, because those judges are way more mean than I am. I'll tell you that right now. I have a crown on my head, but I am not the queen of mean. In fact, I'm pretty sure the queen of mean would be a guy. You do not want a gay man on that judging table. Let me tell you, I have seen some things. I have seen it. So Mexico's my number 14. I think she should make finals. I think she'll make finals. I'm pretty sure she'll make finals. Now, honestly, let's see number 13. Let's see. 1 second. Because I know a lot of people also wanted to see her. We got a lot of... I told you guys there would be some changes. I said that there would be some changes. And there she is. Miss Universe, South Africa. Her performance skill has also improved. I watched her national competition, and though it wasn't bad, it wasn't smooth, and wasn't becoming of a potential Miss Universe, she has also garnered some improvement. So that's why she made it onto my list, is South Africa. But we'll have to see. I think that what she gave during prelims truly is her best. I don't think South Africa has much more in her than what she gave during prelims. And though it's good, it's not good enough to go up against everybody else. Like I said, we're looking for an icon. It's just Miss Universe is very unforgivable. There's nothing I can do for you, babes. There's nothing I can do. Miss Universe doesn't care. They want perfection or nothing at all. But she's cute and I love her hair. What's going on in the finally South Africa on your list? Yes, everybody was on me about South Africa, but I'm just like, every time people yell at me about girls, sometimes I'm like, are you guys like, are you playing favorites, or do you truly just not know how this works? Because when people were yelling at me about Colombia before prelims, they were yelling at me about Colombia for her national competition. I'm like, what are you guys looking at? Do you not see this performance? Because this is not a good Miss Universe performance. So I don't understand sometimes what people are seeing. Like, what rose-colored glasses do you have on? Are you like playing in the fun mirrors? You're just seeing the world upside down. It's just topsy-turvy in your mind. South Africa has improved, but is this an icon? Can her performance be placed next to that of Pia and Catriona and everybody else? No, it can't. She's cute. She's fun. There's no way. Like, I don't, below yeah, there's no way. Number 12, 11, 10, they could possibly, with, a sprinkle of a miracle, pull out a win, but I don't see South Africa winning. Even though she's good and she's cute, she's not going to win. At this stage, I can say she's not going to win. The same way I can say at this stage, Colombia is not going to win. They may make finals, but they're not going to win. So, and that's just honesty. I have to be honest at this point. We're in the heart of a cutthroat competition. Moving on to number 12. Who's my number 12? I think this one moved down. I think this one moved down. But I got to do what I got to do. There's no arguments here. Yes, my number 12 is Thailand. It's Thailand. Is she on her A game? Let me see this evening gown performance. Her evening gown performance is definitely better than what her finals performance was the last time I saw her. Definitely better. For sure. Oh, no. Those transitions aren't smooth, babe. Smooth it out. Yeah, that was the issue. That was the issue. She's messing up the flow. She didn't have the flow. You got to flow, babe. You got to just wait till we get further up the list, okay? The other girls will show you. This is definitely still better than her evening gown performance that I saw during her finals. Her finals had me very concerned. She's inconsistent because her preliminary performance during nationals, amazing. I was astounded. She went to finals and it was kind of lackluster. Here it's better, but it's still not as smooth as I would like it. And I still think her prelims from nationals was better. She's being inconsistent. So I don't know what, I mean, I think she'll make it, but yeah, she is a little bit awkward in certain spaces. So we'll have to see. Thailand is not on the list of several people. Yeah, there's some girls I really don't trust with interview. Like when I feel iffy about you, I know you're not a Miss Universe. Like I'm never really concerned about the people that I have on the bottom of my list. Like people are like, oh, the bottom of your list was mismatched rank. I really don't care because at the end of the day, I know everybody outside of my 10 isn't going to win. The only time people outside of my top 10 win is the United States. And we all know how USA typically does in competition. So when people tell me I'm wrong, when people outside of my top 10 win national competitions, I'm like, that's not a flex, babe. That is not a flex. If somebody outside of my top 10 wins a national competition, you're going to get massacred in Miss Universe. And I think that's only happened once. And of course, it was the United States who did that. And it was Asia Branch. And we all know how that turned out. So when it comes to people outside of my top 10, like I'll put them on the list, but the chances of you getting a Miss Universe title, slim to none. You would have to really pull out some miracles to make it work. The recyclable element of the dress is the most impactful thing about that presentation. Oh, her dress is recyclable. Well, that's great. It's not about the gown, it's about the girl and her performance. Absolutely, but you have to understand that the package does help. Remember, this is still a pageant. We're not Miss America. This is not Miss America. This is not a speaking competition. Your styling, your hair, your presentation, your walk, everything matters. It all matters, including the gown. You can give a stunning performance on stage all you want, but if your gown looks like something you fished out of, I don't know, some scrap fabrics out of a thrift store bin or something, it's not going to happen. Because Miss Universe is also a brand, and you are advocating to make yourself not only a brand ambassador, but an influencer. No one's about to follow you if you don't have style, if you don't have something to give to attract them to you. No one's going to want to look at you and listen to you if you're not packaged properly. It matters, just so you know. Rodney says, I feel most of the ladies are forgetting this is no longer the IMG era. Well, I think it still is. Yes, there is a change in ownership. I understand that, but Paula's still in charge. I mean, the judges have not changed. If anything, with the new owner, it might be that they want even more from the girls. We'll have to see. But yeah, I just, Thailand, she's not necessarily a disappointment or anything. She's just not good enough. I mean, at this point, we're heading into finals and we have to be honest. You're just not good enough. There's too many women doing great. Who's good? Look, every time I got to get on stream, somebody wants to do something here. Okay, I didn't need to know that right now. Moving up the list is number 11. Ooh, I actually like this one. I actually really like this one. Oh my goodness, I like this one. Timestamp on her is 5526. I actually really like her. There's something about her. Like if she made it farther than where I put her, I wouldn't be mad. It's Paraguay. I actually really like her. She's very elegant. She's very graceful. I like Paraguay. Just like I do. I just do. How do you guys feel about Paraguay? Because I like her. Very just easy, natural, graceful. I'm not mad at you, girl. I'm not. Get that cape out of my face though, because it gets on my nerves. I don't know why Miss Universe did that. I like Paraguay. I like her. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't been checking too many people's lists because like I said, I don't trust people, especially when I keep seeing insane things happen every year, like how everybody overlooked Curacao the entire year. And I'm the only one talking about her. I'm the only one putting her on my list. And everybody's like, who, what, Curacao, where? Like, mm, mm. Curacao said, or not Curacao, Paraguay said what? Paraguay said what? I can't even deal what I just whatever I just saw in the chat. I don't even want to. I can't even acknowledge that. That better not be true. I don't. I'm in a decent mood right now. Please don't mess this up for me. Don't mess it up. Someone's okay. We're saying she can't enter. Well, it's okay. Look, guys, get off me. We're at number 11. We're at number 11. Does anybody really expect anybody outside of my top 10 to win Miss Universe? No, we don't. Let me like the girl and let me live. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Let me like her and live. At number 10. At number 10. This girl, I actually have a lot to say about. I actually have a lot to say about her. Not that one. Not you. Not you. Nope, nope. Up, here she is. Starting off my number 10 is Vietnam. I love this gown. Beautiful, colorful. You know what, Vietnam, thank you for listening to me because other countries don't seem to listen. It takes them a very long time to learn. Vietnam said, oh, color? You want color? I'll serve you color. Thank you. Thank you. This is the creativity that everybody else in every other country has been lacking. Ooh. That's what I get. Oh, you know what? It's because I don't have, I drank all of my Jamaican Me Happy when I was watching prelims and I didn't refill my drink stuff. My fault. Oh my goodness. I'm like dying over here. I don't know what I did to myself. Did I jinx myself? I hope not. Either way, Vietnam. I definitely love this gown. It's creative, it's colorful, it's very stand out. Vietnam was giving during the show, and I really like, she did this very cute, let me see if she shows it in the beginning. Yes, and then she did a very quick hand gesture. That was a smooth flash of a hand gesture. I'm not mad at that at all. That was great. It's very unique, it's standoutish. The only thing when it comes to Vietnam is that I'm not 100% confident in her speaking ability or her confidence in the language that she's using, because I know that sometimes the girls try to use English, but they're not necessarily proficient in English. So it makes them feel insecure because it's not their native language, and that insecurity comes out when they're speaking. So I'm concerned about her speaking ability. She can be a bit inconsistent when it comes to that. On stage, she seems like she has a lot of fun. She has a ton of fun on stage, like a ton. So her making finals, I see no problem with it. Her speaking ability is going to be the deciding factor on how far she goes. So I can like you, but here we're looking for a Miss Universe. And as much as I like her and the gown that she's wearing, the chances of getting to Miss Universe, I mean, you're starting off my top 10, but there are some heavy hitters above her. But that gown. Oh, that gown. I love that gown. Why is it that it's the Asian countries that have finally figured out how to do like evening gowns and make them creative and make them unique and make them like really awesome? Why do I not get it from like the Western nations? Why is it always the Asian nations that's got great gowns? In South America, you've been dropping the ball when it comes to gowns too, because you guys cannot relinquish the silver and golden nude. Oh, this is giving me flashbacks of Slovak Republic. I regret nothing I said. I don't care. She wore a wedding dress on stage, okay? You wear a wedding dress on a pageant stage, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you because everybody knows better at this point. Everybody. Moving on. Moving on. I didn't even realize we had 3,000 people in the live. Hey, everybody in the live. How you doing? We're discussing Vietnam. And you know what? Nobody's mad at me yet. I'm a little bit surprised. I thought people would be mad at me about Vietnam being this far down, especially because I really liked her when I was on Instagram live talking about her. I was ranting and raving and I was like, oh my God, I love her so much, which I do. She's fun to watch, but I have to be objective. Is she my Miss Universe? She is not. So like I said, that's number 10. Number 9. Oh, okay. Well, if I wanted to get yelled at, this is how I get yelled at. Whatever. I accept my punishment. I'm not changing a damn thing. I know what I did and I regret nothing. I regret nothing. Here we go. It's Philippines at my number 9. Now, before you guys try to roast me and have it in my head, I warned everybody on Instagram Live the moment prelims was over that the likelihood of Philippines dropping on my list was fairly high. And it is because I know Filipinos, I know you guys are going to be like, she was purposefully holding back. She was holding back on purpose during prelims. You can't be mad at her. Just wait till final. She's going to do so good. I have said this before and I will say this again. Wilson has also let you guys know to please not spam in the chat. Don't spam. He doesn't like it. Neither does anybody else. So before you guys want to yell at me, because I know there's people seething right now in the comment section watching the playback. Okay. Philippines did not do bad at all. I also can recognize this is not her best. I've seen her do better. I have seen you do better, Celeste Cortesi. I have seen you do better. So I understand that this is not her best. And I'm also saying this out loud. I want more. I want your best. I don't understand why we're showing up with anything less than that. Now, I have said this before and I will say it again. A Miss Universe is a Miss Universe at all times. Like all the time, okay? I don't act like this on camera and then suddenly become a meek, shy, submissive woman when I walk away from camera. I'm the sovereign all day, every day. No matter where you find me, catch me, whatever. This is who I am. If you're a Miss Universe, you're on point every single day of the week. I have never seen Catriona off her game. I have never seen Pia not be able to drop a decent Miss Universe walk on a sidewalk, in a hotel, damn, in an elevator. Like she can do it in her bedroom. A Miss Universe is never not a Miss Universe. So there really is no reason to do the whole holding back thing. And I said this in Instagram Live. Philippines, it worked for you before. It worked for you before. Before this year, when the other countries were being dense and not keeping up with you and they really couldn't figure out the game and you were walking all over them, you could hold back and kind of play by yourself because it took so long for the other countries to get it together. That game doesn't work anymore. That is a dangerous game to play because you played this game this year and got ran over by a lot of women I don't think you saw coming. The whole holding back thing no longer flies. It's not something you can do. You are trusting these other countries to be bad and you shouldn't trust them. You're making the mistake now of starting to underestimate people and it's going to cost you your final streak if you keep playing these games. This is no longer a game. This is no longer something you should be taking chances with, especially with the amount of love and devotion that this country has to pageantry. You guys should be the one country that takes everything so seriously. So this, oh, she's going to hold back during prelims thing. You keep playing that game, you're not going to make finals. I'm telling you right now, you're going to play with the wrong countries and these girls are going to show up one day and you're going to have held back too much. Meanwhile, everybody else is giving their best, which you should. I expect my Miss Universe to give her best at all times, all the time. I have never not been wowed by a Miss Universe. Okay, I have one Miss Universe that I truly was like, I don't think she's the greatest Miss Universe, but that's for a different time. Look, for the most part, Miss Universes are always impressive. For the most part, Miss Universe is like when Andrea Meza was a contender and I had her at the top of all of my lists, it's because Andrea Meza never was not on peak. Miss Universe Mexico was never never not on peak. She was never not at her best. She was never a disappointment. She was always a standout. She was always a contender. She was always eye-catching. That is why Andrea Mezza was always at the top of my favorites list, and that's why she was there when she won. People were like, oh, how did you know she was going to win? Easy. Because she looked like a Miss Universe every single time I looked at her. Celeste Cortezi, she likes to hold back and pretend like she's not a Miss Universe. And I'm like, that's not really the confidence that I expect from a crowned queen. Miss Universe is Miss Universe all day, every day. All day, every day. Period. Period. So Philippines, do me a favor. We don't want you to hold back. We don't want you to hold back. If you want to play like undercover surprise me games, this is what you do. You give your best at all times, period, no matter what. And if you want to do something special during finals, you want to give a special face, a special turn, a special pose, do that. But this whole hold back thing is not going to fly. It is not okay. Stop doing it. And I'm warning this country right now. You keep doing this, it's going to cost you a finals placement and you guys are going to be crying because I know how emotional you get about Miss Universe. Fair warning. Fair warning, okay? Yes, she's my number 9, but the girls that are above her, they didn't hold back. Celeste did. And the other girls gave me more. So how dare I take one taco from Celeste when there's other women who are willing to give me an entire 5-course meal? I'm not going to disrespect them. You should have gave me more. Now, I'm sure she will during finals, but I see her making finals. I don't see Philippines in top 5 this year. I don't see it. I do not see it. I don't know what else to say. I don't see it. I'm sorry. I love you guys. I love you guys. I have to tell you the truth. The other girls are like, I don't think they like you guys. I feel like the other girls finally figured out how to deal with the Philippines and they came with blades sharpened and you underestimated them and they ganged up on you. And it wasn't nice. I know you guys are mad. It wasn't nice. They're not being nice to you. At number 8. At number 8. Oh, this is the young lady that everybody was on my neck about, talking about, how did you put her on your list? I can't believe you put her on your list. You put this one on your list. Hate on her if you want, because it's Jamaica. Because it's Jamaica. Because it's... Get it, Jamaica. Get it? Because they was hating on you last time. They were hating. Look at the face. Look at the flawlessness. Look at the flex. Like what? Be mad. Be mad. Look at her. Please. Please. Go on with you. Goodbye. Y'all was mad that I put Jamaica on my list and she's still on my list. She's around the same area too. She's still in the same vicinity. Jamaica has not been letting me down these last few years. They've been getting it. They've been killing it. These girls have like this natural confidence about them. I swear, they get the right coach, it's over. Powerhouse immediately. Like well, Jamaica, you're so good. It's amazing. It's amazing. What's not to love about her though? Like honestly, what's not to love about this woman? What's not to love about her? She's a contender. That's period. It's like there's nothing to discuss here. She's a contender. At this point, everybody that's on my top 10, like there's nothing really wrong with them. Like I'm not going to look at anybody after Jamaica or even Jamaica herself and be like, oh, this is wrong. Nothing is wrong with these women. Nothing's wrong with you. Your styling's great. You know how to perform. Your technique is good. Like at this point, we're looking for who gave us iconic status, who gave us that little bit of extra, who has that it factor. We're looking for the woman who's got the most extra bits. That's going to be our Miss Universe, because everybody on my list after this is good. There's nothing wrong with you. You were trained beautifully. Your coaches did their job. You were styled correctly. There's nothing wrong with you. Now you just got to become an icon. You must raise to icon status. And as good as Jamaica is, I see more in other women further up the list. I do. Who's after Jamaica? Number 7. Oh, we're popping down in the evening gown. I got an evening gown timestamp down here. Interesting. At number 7, I have India. Hi, boo. How you doing? Like I said, India has cracked the code on what it takes to make a Miss Universe. Now, I do not think, see that stumble? She's got a bit of pauses and fluidity issues there. What's really keeping India up here on my list is her speaking ability. Like, yes, she can perform, but I can detect minuscule issues in her performance. But her speaking ability is surely going to save her. It will. It's surely going to keep her in finals. Now, even her performance is worthy of finals. But as you could see during Evening Gown, there were some fluidity issues. Somebody said, nope, not India for me. I liked her gown. Her gown was definitely unique. I love unique. You guys know I'm behind unique. All right. So I'm not even going to deal with you. I enjoy India. I think she could still do more, but I also know that that speaking ability is really going to pump her up. But she is my number 7. She's my number 7. So we're going to continue on. We're going to continue on because we got a lot of ranting to do further up the list. Number 6 was a pleasant surprise. Where are you at, number 6? Number 6. Boop, 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 boop. It's Dominican Republic. Hi, girl. Hey. Saucy, flexy, fun. Her performance makes me want to smile. Her performance makes me want to clap. Her performance makes me want to just yell. And I'm pretty sure I did when I was on Instagram. I'm pretty sure she had me yelling. I'm pretty sure Dominican Republic had me yelling. Look, as we get further up the list, you see, I just get more energized, like, because they give me excitement. That is the natural charisma of a Miss Universe contender. They infect you with happiness and excitement. They're so charming, you can't help yourself but to be excited to see them, be excited around them. This performance, this smile, this walk makes me excited. Like, I was feeling a little drowsy before, but after watching this, I'm like, oh my God, yes, this is the energy I live for. This is the charisma. Yes, babe. She gave us happiness. She gave us fun. The smiles weren't fake. She looks comfortable on stage. She looks like she sleeps on stage. This is my house. I cook eggs up here. This is where I have breakfast. She is not phased. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. She, honestly, I could put her higher. I truly could put her higher. And I had issues bouncing back and forth whether or not to put her in my top 5, because I would not be surprised if this girl made top 5. I wouldn't at all if she made top 5. I don't know about her. We'll see about the speaking ability, but as far as I know, she's a good speaker. So I'm not going to be surprised if she pops in the top 5. My number 5 and number 6, I went back and forth on because they're easily interchangeable. And Dominican Republic is a lovely woman. Lovely. Lovely. I mean, I could just make her my screensaver and watch her walk in real time constantly. Every time I open my phone, I would not be mad to watch Dominican Republic walk with that beaming smile of joy, that easy, look at that. Look, look, because y'all get mad at me about smiles, right? I be criticizing people's smiles. Look at her face though. Do you see the natural distortion in her face? It's because smiles aren't perfect. They're not supposed to be perfect. They mess up other areas of your face. You can see her eyes creasing. You can see that cheek popping. You can even see her smiles a little bit uneven. It's because it's a real natural smile. And she still hasn't fluctuation. You see how she came out with a big toothy grin, right? She came out with this big toothy grin showing teeth, and then she closed it, and then she went down to a subtle smile. This is a natural fluctuation of a real smile. You see how she smiled the whole way, but it was still fluctuating. It was still different. That's how I know it's an authentic smile. If you walk and you have this smile the whole time and you don't change nothing, it's weird, it's awkward, and I know it's forced. That was not forced. That was natural, comfortable, lovely. I'd watch this over and over and over and over and over again. Fly, girl, fly away. You're Dominican Republic. Like, you make me tempted to change your placement on the list right now. Just killing it. She tell me she doesn't look like she's having fun. It looks like she's having fun. That is an authentic smile you see on the screen right now. This is what I want to see. I want to see girls enjoy themselves. I want to see you excited. I want to see you play. She looks so playful. She looks like she wants to go backstage, hop back in the lineup, and do her walk again just for the fun of it. I love it. I love it. Dominican Republic slay, sis. If you make it in the top 5, I'll be happy. I will be happy. I want you in top 5. Like, I would love to push you up there. Bump her up. Bump her up. Oh my God. And this is where's the other girl that had me a little bit shook, because Dominican Republic and my number 5 were fighting it out. And as far as I'm concerned, they're still fighting it out. Because every time I look at Dominican Republic, I just want to give her more points or something. Like, I do. She's amazing. Here we go. It's Panama bringing in the number 5. Hey girl, hey. And you see, she also performs very similarly to Dominican Republic. She has more of an elegance, more of a calm performance, but it's more sultry. Like Dominican Republic is, oh girl, stop with the pose, with the pose, with the pose. Dominican Republic is bubbly. She's excited. She's exuberant. You can feel the energy. Panama is like, she's very mysterious. She's a little bit sultry. She's a little bit sly. Look at this pose. Look at this pose. This is how you know she's a good queen. I just randomly hit the pause button. When I hit a random pause button and every inch of your performance looks perfect, you damn well know you're good. She's moving in this and it looks like she's posed. She's got the face going on. She's got the leg. She's got, look, if I can, you guys, imagine what would happen if I took a random video of you walking down the street and randomly hit the pause button. There would be like weird things going on, right? Your face would be wonky. Your arms would be flailing. You wouldn't look pretty at a random pause moment. It is the sign of a mark of a true competitor where I can just hit the pause button and you look good every step of the way, no matter where I stop it. No awkward faces, no awkward feet, no awkward hands. I hit the pause button and the girl strike the pose. She hit a pose. I can't with it. She hit a, look, she still has face. Her leg is still, I'm gonna keep pausing this. This is fun. Still got face. Look, she's looking directly into the camera to challenge me during this challenge. Let's go. Hit the smile. Every time I hit the pause button, she looks flawless. Each one of these pause moments could be a photo. Not an awkward moment in sight. Not anywhere. Not anywhere. Boom, boom. Photo moment. Every step of the way is a photo moment. She's never awkward, never off, never bad. The whole performance is flawless. You want to test a competitor? You want to see how good of a competitor you truly are? Film your performance and then hit the pause button every 2-3 seconds. Any awkward faces, awkward steps, anything that doesn't look flawless is what's messing up your performance. And this girl's a great example. I could hit this pause all day. She's perfect, perfect, perfect. Still going. She's still good. Look at it. It just doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. Every moment and second of her performance is picturesque. Picturesque. Love it. Love it. Love it. I love you. Girl, go. You and Dominican Republic can battle it out for number 5. I don't know what to do with Joe. I don't know what to do. I don't. I really don't. It's the speaking ability that really holds down some women, especially this year, because the beginning of the year, we didn't really have a lot of great performers. We really didn't. I was sad. I was scared. I was scared and I was sad. So the coaches put in work this year to make these girls ready for stage, and it's working. It is definitely working. This girl is number 4 because not only, you know what, let me just pull her up. Let me just pull her up where we're popping down in the evening gown. All right, let's do that. We haven't seen an evening gown in a little bit. Where's she at? Oh, I guess we're not doing evening gown. I thought the timestamp was going to be an evening gown one, but I guess not. Is this her? No, that's not her. Catfished you. My bad. It's Venezuela. Venezuela is my number 4. And yes, I did go on a tirade about Venezuela when I made my favorites list, and it is because, okay, and I got to back away from my, or maybe turn it down a little bit because I know I'm about to get a little bit loud because I love to rant about Venezuela. People will be like, oh, you hate Venezuela. You don't like Venezuela. You don't like Venezuela. Everybody who ever got on me about Venezuela, I also expect your apologies. I expect them. For this one, I actually deserve apologies for this one because they got on me for being mad at Venezuela. And I don't understand how you guys don't see the way I see. It never makes sense to me because I feel like it should be obvious and then people call me crazy and I'm like, so you don't see this? Do I see dead people? I feel like I have superpowers because how is it that it takes so long for people to get on my level? I have been criticizing and dunking on Venezuela across competitions for years. And I've been calling them cookie cutter Stepford wives. I've been calling them robotic pageant patty queens, and they have been, but nobody understood until you see this girl come out and perform like this and you realize, oh my God, you were right. They can do better. They can do better. This is proof that Venezuela can do better. They can be modern. They can be unique. They can be individualistic. They can be personable. They can do it. And I've been telling them to do it. And this is why I'm so relentless. If I have to sit up here and complain to get this type of performance out of you, I will. I'll do it. Whatever it takes to get you at your best, I'll sit up here and do it. I will rant, rave, and complain until my eyes just can't take it anymore. Until you give me this. I told you guys Venezuela was capable of better. And I was right. And thank you Venezuela for proving me right. And thank you Venezuela for showing people that like improvement, you can do it. Like I'm just so proud. I'm just proud. I'm just proud. I'm just happy. Like, let me just be happy because I love to see girls improve. After all my complaining and crying, when they show up looking like this, it's all worth it in the end. All the trouble I had to go through, all the backlash I had to take from your fans, it was worth it in the end because I got this out of you. And I want nothing less from Venezuela ever than something like this. This right here. Boom. Now, sometimes, especially during evening gown, she can kind of drift back into cookie cutter territory. I know it's very hard for Venezuelans to resist. It's very hard. I watched the evening gown. I was like, we have some cookie cutter elements in there. Do not stray back into that because it's going to wreck you. But her speaking ability is likely going to save her because she can speak. So even though she's got some real stale, she has a very few stale moments that I personally can find in her evening gown performance. Her speaking ability should save her. And I'm like, I feel like Venezuela really should make top 5. I don't see why she wouldn't make top 5. I don't see it. I don't see her not making top 5. Like one of the other girls would really have, like India would really have to just surge randomly to kick Venezuela out of top 5. She should make it. She should. I'm just happy. I'm just finally happy that I have the Venezuela that I loved when I came into pageantry. I finally have them back. Thank you for just waking up and coming out to play Venezuela. Whoever coached, whoever did it, whoever revitalized her, keep that coach. Good coach. Like that coach. I don't know who it is, but yes. But yes. All right. Number 3. Number 3. Number 3. Number 3. I'm looking, I'm checking for people. I'm watching the names that they're throwing out in the chat right now. They're throwing out Indonesia. They're throwing out, I'm watching. I'm see people throwing out Cambodia. I'm concerned about you people. I'm concerned about anybody throwing out those 2 names for my top 3. I would be concerned. I'm very concerned. We are popping back up because we need to find my number 3. Here we go. My number 3. Puerto Rico. Yes, she has fallen only ever so slightly in the list. Ever so slightly, Puerto Rico has fallen, but don't play. She's number 3 and she's still that queen. We're not about to deny that. We're not going to deny it. Don't disrespect her because she's still slaying. She still got it. She's still good. She is still good. She's like, don't play. And she still has, that was a little bit awkward. Hold on. I want to pause that. Don't act like she doesn't have it. We know this kills. This is fun. She's feisty. She's amazing. Now, there's a moment I just looked at, and I'm going to play the pause game. Right there. That's the moment. You see how this moment is not picturesque? I saw that. So maybe it's easier to explain people how I can see things. The way you guys see performances as one fluid movement, my eyes can pick it up as each individual like camera frame. Like how my camera does like 60 frames per second. My eyes also operate that way. So I caught this movement in real time and saw this awkwardness. But for you guys to see it, I actually have to pause so I can show you the awkward moment. Remember when we did the other girl? I think it was Panama or Dominican. It was Panama where I paused her every single moment and she was flawless every single moment. this is not a flawless moment for Puerto Rico. So this was a flaw here. Either way, though, it's still that's the only moment that was awkward, but in my eyes, I pick up on that. But it's still a very good performance, and I love her personality. I know that she can speak. So the only issue my top three is not playing games. That's the problem, truly. The top three is insane. The top three is insane. So Puerto Rico is going to have to be flawless, period. Absolutely stunning. We're looking for icons. We're in top three. You need to be iconic to win. We're going to have to see if she's going to be consistent in finals. But her performance on stage is like one of the best, if not the best. Like she's up there. Her speaking ability is likely going to be her hardest thing. And I'm hoping that she doesn't bomb evening gown the way Puerto Rico did last year. So we'll have to see. I don't know. But is she deserving of being in top 5 in my top 3? Absolutely. Look, Ashley, you do the damn thing, okay? Be graceful during evening gown. Don't overdo it because your predecessor kind of overdid it with the shoulders. But sis, you're well on your way to being an iconic queen. So just be graceful, elegant, get to the end of the runway, snatch our souls, and we'll give you the crown. You won't even have to steal it. We'll give it to you. I promise. It will be fine. Puerto Rico, if she wins, I'm not going to be mad if any of my top 3 win. I won't be mad. One of my top 3 should win. I want one of the top 3 to win. And to be honest, I don't even care which one. I don't, because my top 3 are amazing and I'll be satisfied with any of you girls. Regardless of who wins Miss Universe, those girls should know you guys are all crown-worthy Miss Universes. Flip of a coin, you'd all be stunning queens and you would reign amazingly and everyone would love you. You're all queens for the history books. So top 3, I don't care who wins. I just want one of the top 3 to win. Period. I wish the runner-ups had crowns because crown worthy. Babe, you are crown worthy. Just, all right. So guys, who's number 2? Who is number 2? What's going on for number 2? What do you guys think of number 2? Who's your number 2? Tell me who's your number 2. I want to know. I'm watching the chat. I know we have just about 3,000 people in here. So you guys all have opinions. I want to know your opinion. Who is your number 2? Here we go. And the chat goes wild. I see a lot of USAs and Curaçaos and Indonesia. Somebody said China. What you doing? A lot of USAs and it's like, oh, yeah. Okay, so it seems like we're all on the same page. Here. Oh, this is difficult, you guys. This is so difficult. This is so hard for me. Like, I struggle with this so much. It's hard. Like, it's truly hard for me. Oh my goodness, it's hard. Like, even in my mind right now, I'm looking at the list and I'm like, I could switch it. I totally could switch it. But I'm not gonna. We're just gonna have to see how it plays out on stage. And either way, we know historically, my number 2 tends to win. So maybe doing this list is going to put a fire under my number 2 and be the push that it needs to get her to number 1. Wouldn't that be nice? I mean, it's been happening. It happens pretty consistently, honestly, that the number 2 comes out. But my number 2 is Curaçao. It's Curaçao. And yes, it's very difficult for me. This is hard because honestly, I love this girl. I love her. Okay. Curaçao, you're to die for. You're everything. And I'm so happy that you are like behind the camera, like on the stage, kind of slapping everybody who ever underestimated you. And it wasn't me. I didn't underestimate you. I was always on your side. So sis, people be like, oh, you don't know anything. I knew Curaçao was a heavy hitter. Nobody else apparently did, but I knew she was. I don't know why people just hate on the tiny nations, but girl, you go. I love it. She's great. She's fabulous. She's flaunty. She's flexy. She's fun. This is a Miss Universe. That's a Miss Universe. Right there. Right. You do it, babe. Slay. Amazing. 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 That's a Miss Universe. That's a Miss Universe. That whole performance was oh my God. I just watch her and I just she gives me the feels. And every time you guys see me catch feels for somebody, they do so well. And usually, at least, because last time, I think it was Andrea Meza's year. Because Andrea Meza and Peru, they had me doing the ranty feels thing. When girls give me feels, I know you're gonna do so well. And this girl is, oh my God. If I do the pause challenge on her, I'm telling you, every bit of this is flawless. Every bit of it. Boom, boom, boom. Pause challenge passed. Look at it. She is mid-turn. She is mid-turn. And her face says, try me. Her face, look at her face. Her face says, try me. You will lose. Lyric, you're playing. Mediocre performance from who, where? Curacao is nothing near mediocre. Not at all. Ever. Not ever. She doesn't even know the meaning of the word mediocre. What? She knows not that word. It's not in her vocabulary. She is not mediocre. This girl is Miss Universe. Look at this. Look, I'm gonna do it again. Boom. Oh my God, it's so much fun. You could just pause and she's amazing. She's outstanding. I love her. Look at her face. Her face says mediocre from where? That must be the perfume you wear, because it's not her. You smelling yourself. She is not mediocre. She is amazing. Amazing. And the only reason she's number 2 is because the edge for number 1, of course, goes to USA because of speaking ability. That's the only thing that would drop Curacao and keep her away from the crown, would be being edged out by a better speaking competitor. USA is my number 1, which I'm sure everybody in the chat knew, because there's only 2 girls that we were like bouncing back and forth about, was Curacao and USA when it came down to it. It was Curacao and USA, and I think everybody knew it was going to be Curacao and USA. For surely it was going to be those 2 girls. So let's see. So, and I just got to watch this real quick. I just got to watch. I just got to watch. Well, I think it worked. I told Arbany to stay mad. You know what? She still seems thoroughly pissed off. She still seems like she got something to prove, and she surely is proving it. Now, what I will say is that Curacao performs better. I like Curacao's performance, her stage performance is better than I like USA. I do. She's a better performer, but I know USA is likely going to edge her out speaking wise. That is why I'm giving USA the number 1 spot. The only reason she's taken that number 1 spot is that she's going to take the edge in speaking. If Curacao somehow finds a way to come out here and snatch the mic and everybody's soul, USA won't survive. But right now, USA has the edge speaking wise. She does. And she's got the package on everything else. Arbany is thoroughly prepared for competition. Like I was waiting and hoping that this girl was going to have a fire lit under her perky little butt cheeks, and her butt cheeks are hot. They are hot. She got those in the flames, oven roasted. She is ready to go. She is leaving fire on the stage, embers in her pathway. Arbany has not stopped. And I asked her, I said, girl, please let this work ethic flame through you all the way on the Miss Universe stage. And she has brought it. She did exactly what I wanted. And this is what happens. I am not two-faced whatsoever. It is an overall performance. It is overall. Arbany is a good performer and she's a good speaker. She's all of that. She has it all. Curacao is only being edged out right now because of a slight edge in speaking ability from USA. But this is not a guarantee. This is prelims. And these girls are so neck and neck that Curacao could just get a good question on stage that she's well prepared for and come out the winner. We'll just have to see what happens. But these 2 girls are going to choke each other out, fighting over the Mawad crown. And I can't wait to see it, because as much as I love other women on the list, Dominican Republic, India, Jamaica, like I rant and rave about these girls, even Panama, and I'm so proud of Venezuela's improvement. I think the top 3 women are miles ahead of the rest. It's so obvious, I think, that Puerto Rico, Curacao, and USA are so far above the rest of the women. It's a non-compete at this point. There's no competition to be had between these three women. But the top two, bar none, are USA and Curacao. Like, period. The end. It's done. That's it. That's it. True USA is number one when it comes to like the performance. I think like USA, if I were to be really critical about USA, there's certain things about her performance that I think could be better for her to beat Curacao. She's not as fluid as Curacao is. Curaçao's very comfortable on stage. She's very fluid. I can tell Albany's comfortable, but I can tell that she's working so hard. I can tell she's trying to perform. I can tell that she's putting in work. Like the way her head moves and certain things. And I can really identify it in evening gown. But that's just me being nitpicky. But you have to be nitpicky this far ahead in competition. Let's pull up her evening gown performance. It is right there. That's Venezuela. We don't want that. We want 16. We want that one. Sometimes I get the feeling that she's just trying a little bit too hard. And I can tell she still has some American-esque tendencies. She still does the things sometimes. She still does that. That's why I'm like, Curacao is for sure a better performer, but that's not to say Albany's not great. I'm nitpicking right now because these are my top two. I have to nitpick, and I can switch over to Curacao. She's at 128.10, just so we can be fair about that. Ooh, Curacao. Watch. You just watched Albany's evening gown. Watch Curaçao's. You can't tell me Curaçao's not the better performer. She is. She is a better performer. She's very fluid. She's very graceful. It's gentle. It doesn't really seem like she's trying too hard. I can see that Miss USA is trying. Curaçao's kind of just got that flow. She's just letting it happen. She's just amazing naturally. She's just got it. So performance-wise, Curacao wins. Curacao wins performance-wise. Evening gown and swimwear, Curacao wins. You win, girl. If it's based purely on performance, you win. But I know USA can speak. If Curacao comes out with a golden tongue, it's over. It's over. It's over. Curacao. Oh, I think you misdid that one. So yeah, Miss USA is not nearly as elegant as Curacao is. She's not. But I take into account the bias of Miss Universe and knowing that they love a well-spoken queen. And I know USA is going to wow them with her personality and her speaking ability. So that's what's giving her an edge to be able to even touch Curacao. Otherwise, Curacao would just be walking away. Like, she's just here for the fun of it. And then at the end of the night, she's going to pick up her crown and head home. Like, she knows what she's here for. She knows what she's here for. I love Curacao. I love Curacao. So the top three, even though like there's other women on my list, the top three are like, my list stops here, but the top three are like up here. Okay. There's a big gap. There's a distinguishable gap between my top three and everybody else on the list. It's coming down to a fight between USA, Curacao, and Puerto Rico. And Puerto Rico, you're bringing up the tail because Curacao and USA are ripping each other's hair out. And I love it. I live for it. I'm here for it. I want to see it. Like, get it, girls. Get it, 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 get it. I'm super excited. Be careful, dark horse. Who's the dark horse? I don't know who the dark horse is. I mean, Dominican Republic, Panama, and Jamaica might be some dark horses, but do you see Curacao losing to Jamaica? Like, let's be honest. Do we see Curacao losing to Jamaica? As much as we all like Jamaica, it ain't about to happen. It's not. I don't see Curacao losing to Venezuela right now. As much as I love the girl and all her improvement and all like she's done, I don't see Curacao. Like, Curacao is that girl this year. She is. I think, like, personally, if I'm personally honest right now, personally, I like Curacao more than I like USA. But I'm just being unbiased and saying, what do you mean? Dang, they suspend you now? You talking about what, Miss Universe or something? I don't know what you're talking about. But hey, Spotlight Stealer, I see your super chat. I didn't get suspended. I didn't get in trouble. What are you talking about? I hope I didn't get in trouble. Either way, in my personal heart, I prefer Curacao as my Miss Universe in my personal soul. But oh, I guess there was like a pause in the stream or something. Oh, it says you lost connection for 5 seconds. Oh, that's scary. That's scary. That was, you guys scared me for a second. That was weird. I didn't know that the stream had stopped at all. But either way, in my personal heart of hearts, I prefer Curacao as my Miss Universe. But as my unbiased YouTuber self, I have to acknowledge that USA has a slight edge. So you guys get mad at me all the time thinking I'm biased. And I'm like, if I really showed my bias, all right, the list would be wholly different. Wholly different. And Russia would always make it because I think those girls are always cute. Russia is always cute to me. Spotlight Stealer said your chat went away for a second because it said the stream got suspended. What? That's rude. That's rude. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I'm being a good girl. The Filipinos blocked you. They're like, I'm wondering if I'm gonna get yelled at for a moment. Oh, maybe they thought that I was like airing the Miss Universe competition or something, and I'm being very careful to not do that. But maybe Miss Universe is being butt heads about it. Maybe I talked too much about their social media manager, and now they're salty. Miss Universe, stop hating, all right? I'm trying to give the contestants love. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. Either way, my personal favorite is Curacao, but USA has the edge. So for those of you wondering who's on my favorites list, now you know my top 5 is USA, Curacao, Puerto Rico, Venezuela, and Panama. Those are my top 5. Yay! Yay! My personal favorite is Curacao, but yes, USA definitely has the edge. So we'll have to see what happens. Lei Hong Lee, thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. I'm happy to see that there's actual discussion happening in the comments section. And you guys are, we're all just chit-chatting and talking and enjoying ourselves. I'm really excited for Saturday. We'll have to see what happens. But I don't think anybody is really surprised with my top 2 because we all saw the same show, right? We all saw the same show. Like we already know it's a cat fight. Like it's USA and Curacao dog fighting it out in the forest, taking shots at each other, knife style. Like what else is there? Philippines is not. I think when I was on live during preliminaries and I was talking to people and I said that Philippines is likely gonna fall on the list, I was honest and everybody seemed to understand. They seemed to get it. Somebody said I'm gone. I shouldn't be gone. Yeah, everything should be fine. Everybody else still sees me, so we're good. But I did let them know what was going on, and I seemed like the Filipinos understood because even though we understand she held back and she probably shouldn't have at this point, Curacao and USA are pretty undeniable. But I'm glad that we're all being very understanding and we're all enjoying each other. I think I'm very surprised about Indonesia. Like I did say Indonesia was going to be a catfish. I did say Indonesia was a catfish, but I still expected something. So for her not to make my list is pretty surprising to me. I expected that Indonesia would be on the list. So I'm kind of sad. Maybe next year, Indonesia. I don't know. I know South Africa was at my butt for the longest time, but I never saw her winning Miss Universe. Like you guys, people get super overshadowed by their favorite queen and they don't remember this is Miss Universe. Like you really have to be amazing. That's why this is the first time Miss USA has ever, I think, this is the highest USA has ever been. And this is the first time I've ever put USA #1 on a Miss Universe list. Because usually I'm pretty disappointed by the United States and they're finally giving me something I can be very proud of. I'm very excited about that, but I've been honest, usually USA disappoints me. PH Resident says, thanks, Davana. It was a good stream. Love from the Philippines. Quick question. Thoughts on Bahrain? I have her on my list. On the list of women to watch, Bahrain was one of those women. She really was one of those women that I wanted to watch. Any thoughts on, look, you guys got on me about Spain. Rachel, you guys know I'm bad at names, but Rachel says, any thoughts on Spain with her cape and swimsuit? I don't understand where the Spain love came from unless you guys were just looking at her face, which it kind of seems like that's what you were doing. I don't know what was on her cape. What was on Spain's cape? I don't want to play it because I don't want, Miss. Oh, Bahrain. There she is, Bahrain. As much as I don't like the nude silver beige gowns, I give this gown a pass because it's so beautiful, iconic, and just worthy. This gown is worthy. It is worthy. Okay, sis, you snatched that. You slayed that. Amazing. She was on my list of women to watch out for. Yes. Yes on that gown. Yes. And that's one of the only ones that I give a pass to. Who were we talking about? I clicked on her and then, Spain. I don't know what were you guys, what was the thing with Spain? You guys want to explain the Spain thing to me? Would you guys like to explain the Spain? Because I never got it. I never understood. Never. Oh my God. This is why Russia's always kind of in my heart. Those girls are so cute. Every time they send a Russian competitor, the girls are so damn cute. All right. Where? Oh, there she is. What is, no, y'all. So that's Spain. I mean, there's nothing impressive there. I want to go, what was on her cape? Maybe you wanted me to see the cape. I'm looking at the chat because I want someone to explain the Spain thing. Spain trained in the Philippines, so Philippines are claiming her. You guys went too easy on her if she trained in the Philippines. You guys went too easy on her if that's where she was training, because I can't, What was on the back of her flag? Was it just a rainbow flag? That was it? No, you guys. You got me messed up. Are you sure she trained in the Philippines? Queen Spain attended college in the Philippines and knows Tagalog. Ignore us just being we're just being typical supportive Filipino. Aw, you guys are so cute. Okay, so you're supporting her because she stayed there for a while, not because she was trained there. Because I'm like, don't hurt my feelings. I can tell when a girl's had some Filipino training. You're not going to tell me she was trained by a Filipino walking that way. Filipino coaches don't play that, and they will not have their names signed to that walk. They'll beat you in the back of the knees with a stick or something before they let you go on stage like that. The Filipino coaches is not about to let that happen. I think not. No. Now, if anybody who missed, I'm so sorry, I hit my mic. Anybody who missed the Instagram live stream when I was in live person reacting to preliminaries, it is still available on my Instagram page. Okay. So you go check Instagram. It's in order. And you can, if you sync up my reaction with preliminaries, you can watch me react to the full show, including Slovak's Republic's wedding dress, because I don't understand why that's still happening. Stream unavailable. Oh my gosh. Are they doing that crap again? I didn't do anything. I don't understand what's going on. I wish I could sign into the chat, but I can't walk into the chat. I'm just going to stop playing back the video because they're being real silly about this damn video. They're being real stingy about this damn video. So I'm like, it's ridiculous. And I can't sign into the chat, but it's fine. I will live. Either way, I think preliminaries honestly was a lot, preliminaries was a lot better than what a lot of us expected. And even though with the cape mishaps, I think it was pretty good. I think it was pretty nice. I enjoyed it and everything. Yeah, someone's like, oh, your stream's unavailable because you're showing whatever. It's fine. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. I might just be talking to myself for all I know. Miss Montana is here. We'll have to see. I don't know. I'm still sitting here, but let me see. Let me see. I'm paused for a second because I'm trying to figure out if anybody can see me or if I'm talking to myself. So if you guys can hear me, then that's fine. If not, then whatever. Oh, okay. I can see myself. I can see myself. Okay. I'm just checking. I just wanted to check because I'm like, I don't want to end it if you guys can see me and then I'm going to be the one that messed up the stream. So we don't have to worry about the video. We've seen what we need to see about the girls. So you know who's on my favorites list, and we know USA, Curacao, Puerto Rico, Venezuela, and Panama are my top 5. And that's what matters. That is what matters. And so this is a good way for you guys to also see what I was talking about when it comes to doing reaction videos. Miss USA will block my videos when I try to give you reactions, and sometimes other organizations do it too. And I know it's really annoying, and I try to give you guys what you want. Thanks, James Q, for the super chat. I see you. I stayed for you guys. I'm like, I'm trying to hold this out and do this for you. But as you can see, for a lot of us YouTubers, it's a real issue trying to give you content or do reactions, and then the organizations get in the way. And I really don't even understand why, when most of the time they demonetize our videos. Like, you guys see me do reaction videos and it gets a ton of views and you think I make money from it, and I don't. The organizations take the money, which I'm like, I don't even complain about. I just want to be able to do the content I want to do. If I have to hand over the money, fine. I never started YouTube for the money. It's not like I make bank off of YouTube anyways. Like, I'm here for the community and the content. So, hey, Miss Universe, hi. I'm just a fan here, as I have been for many years. You can take the reaction video money, like other organizations do it too. You know, it'd be nice if you didn't, but if you insist, I mean, the least you can do is give me like a free ticket to Miss Universe. You know, I'm just saying, like, I feel like this should constitute at least me getting a ticket to Miss Universe, since I kind of do make you guys money, but at least let me do the reaction and then just take the money. Because that's what the fans want to see. And you're acting like Dodex Samforna. Thanks for the super chat. I see you. And Lei Hong Lee says, I want your thoughts about Cambodia. I would have to pull it up on my phone, which I can do because I don't want to piss them off. They're very testy about this whole me showing the video. But I'm just like, if I have to hand over the monetization, I don't know if your YouTube representative knows this, if your social media manager knows this, Miss Universe, but you don't have to block our videos or your publicity. You can just take the finances, get it together, and stop causing me issues. I'm just trying to sit here and fangirl. Why can't you just let me fangirl and live in peace? That's all I want in life. And you just won't let me have it. God. It's really annoying. It's so annoying. Just let me have fun. I don't do it for the money. I do it for the community and for the love of the sport. That's it. That's why I don't get mad when people try to cancel me or whatever, because I don't care. I'm not here for your whatever. I'm here to have fun. And if you have a problem with it, you can go somewhere. I'm not here for the money. People try to tell me, I'm looking up Cambodia right now because people are like, what are your thoughts on Cambodia? So I'm going to pull it up on my phone so I don't piss off the YouTube gods or the Miss Universe personnel with sticks up their butt. And I'll just watch Cambodia real quick. What is this? Oh, that's national costume. Why didn't you plan watching Miss Universe live? No, I didn't. It depends on how they're streaming it. I think they're streaming it on Roku. Is that what's happening? Is that they're streaming it on Roku? Because I don't plan on doing anything on Saturday. So it's possible. God, I look good in that video. I love that outfit. I gotta do that. I gotta do that outfit again. I'm looking for Cambodia. Did you know USA is half Filipina? Yes, I did know that. Do you think Celeste will pull a Bea like last year? No. Bea last year, I don't think she meant to hold back as much as she did. She kind of Bea dropped her training. Because I watched like an Instagram video or something by her coaches. Her coaches were also criticizing her preliminary performance because they felt like she didn't give what she was supposed to give. Me and her coaches were of the same mindset. I know when these girls are at their best. I have seen Celeste Cortesi at her best. So even if a girl's doing good, if I know you're not giving your best, I'm going to say something. I don't think Celeste held back as much as Bea did, though. Like, Bea really upset me because I know she's better than what she gave. And I'm like, babe, don't hurt my feelings. I came to see you slay. Don't, like, my whole day is wasted if you don't give me what I came for, Bea. That's all I wanted from you was a slay face. Because you give it. Like, she knows what she's doing. So does Celeste. Who are we looking at? Cambodia. I'm backing up because it just landed on Curacao. And every time I look at Curacao, I get distracted. Oh, Canada. I would totally volunteer to help Canada, but I'm pretty sure they hate me at this point. Like I'm just going to take a wild guess and just assume that they hate me, which is fine. I mean, it's fine, but I would still help them. Cambodia, where are you? Cameroon, where's Cambodia? Okay, there she is. I'm going to play her real quick. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. She's upsetting me. No. You know what? Cambodia is a bit of a disappointment. I am going to say she's a little bit of a disappointment. Lei Hong says, I hate that Manita is so inconsistent. I'm not a fan with Cambodia's knees when she's performed the catwalk. You're right. Lei, you are right. That's exactly what I'm looking at right now. Because I watched her do swimwear for Cambodia and she was amazing. Like that girl oh my God, she was vicious. Cambodia was vicious. When I saw her, I was like, oh my God, she can walk. Like this girl is unbothered. This girl is like, ah. And then I'm looking at her at prelims and it doesn't even seem like the same woman that I saw months ago. You're 100% right. These knees are not good. She's waving and flapping her arms like an injured pigeon. She's got her hands on her hips like a, toddler at her birthday party or something. She just started modeling school. This is not and her knees are bent. They're not straight. This isn't good. This was Cambodia. There was a significant decline in her ability to perform. And it hurts to watch that because I know what she's capable of. And she dropped the ball. This is definitely not Cambodia at her best. She didn't give any face changes. Her knees were bent. This is not the same woman that I saw months earlier. I don't know what happened, but this isn't her. Bait and switch. This is not good. This is some Steven Spielberg magic. There's no way that's the same girl. Do you think Celeste still has a chance at winning? She's my number 9. She's going to make finals. If they're scrubbing final scores and they're starting fresh, she definitely still has a chance at winning. But the women that she's going up against are such heavy hitters that I would say Philippines has a chance at getting in a top 5. But actually winning, to me, that's like an 18% chance that Philippines has it winning. Could it happen? Yes. But it would take more than a minor miracle for that to happen up against Curacao, USA, and Puerto Rico. Basically, okay, this is what would have to happen. USA would have to sleep in, okay? She would have to completely sleep in. Someone would have to roofie her apple juice, and she just couldn't show up, period, if Philippines was going to win. Curacao would have to get stuck in traffic with a flat tire. That's what would have to happen. And Puerto Rico would have to fall off the side of the stage completely on her face and, probably get like a minor cut, nothing serious, but she wouldn't be able to continue walking. So it would it would really take some significant damage to the other girls for Philippines to walk away with the crown. I'm just saying. So could it happen? Technically, yes. Like in the grand scheme of the multiverse, it could totally happen. USA totally could sleep in and she could wake up with a cold and decide she doesn't want to compete anymore. It could happen. I don't know, but it's slim. Arbany still seems like she has a bone to pick with the world. So I just have a feeling that even if someone were to slip her some NyQuil, she could still win this competition in her sleep. And she'd be a nightmare to everybody else. So I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. Philippine fans are fun, okay? Philippine fans are fun. I know they get mad at me sometimes, and I actually just talked about you guys, like the actual fan base. I had somebody asking me about like a job position that they wanted me to do. And I was explaining my complex relationship with the Filipino fan base and people, because in the discussion with one of the other, people in this job career field, I was explaining to them how I met the Filipino fan base and how I've watched you grow and how I've watched you change. James says a lot of people are undermining India in top 5. They're putting her in top 5. Lei Hong says, Manita flew to Philippines 5 times a week just for training, and the result is not what I'm expecting. Not what I'm expecting either. Ooh, those, if that's true, her coaches are pissed. Philippines does not play that. She does not look like she had damn near any training. So I'm a little bit floored. I'm a little bit floored. Colombia deserves to be higher for me. Finn, not with that evening gown, maybe. Not with that swimwear though. Evening gown, she propped herself back up. Swimwear for Colombia, I think not. No, boo. No. That swimwear was not good for Colombia. But as I was saying, I was explaining the complex relationship that I had with the Filipino fan base and how I've watched the fan base evolve over time. Because when I first got into pageantry, Filipinos were the most vicious fan base out there. They were taking down YouTubers. They had YouTubers online apologizing and stuff, which y'all know I don't do that at all. So when I came on the scene, they assumed, I know the Filipino fan base assumed that when I was critical, especially of the Philippines, that I was just being a hater. Now, as we've, grown together and you guys have come to learn and be with me, you understand that number one, my critical nature, I'm like that in real life to everything, including myself. But you understand that I do it equally across the board to everyone, and there's a purpose to it. I'm not just sitting here to bash anybody, which I don't consider myself bashing anyone. If I say your walk is bad, that is a factual analysis of your competition performance, not a personal feeling that I have targeted towards you, which I think the Philippines has finally come to understand. And being that we have this understanding now, whenever something happens specifically in like a Filipino conversation or one of your contestants is acting crazy, it's gotten to the point where the Filipinos will hear me out because they know that if I'm ranting, it's for a purpose. Like they understand it's not anything hateful or vitriolic or anything to bash anybody. Filipinos have really learned to conversate and to understand other people's cultures and to see from other people's perspectives. And I really enjoy seeing that growth. And I legit had a whole conversation at work about you guys, the whole fan base, explaining how, how we started as frenemies and how we've really just grown into this family. And I love it. I love it so much. The Filipinos have grown. I know other fans you guys like to pick on the Philippines because look, they will still drag you for filth. They'll drag me and you for filth when they get besides themselves, but they're so much better than they were in 2018, 2019. Like that fan base has grown. They understand things that they really could not conceptualize years earlier. They understand things and I'm very proud of them. I love it because it makes it, now that the Filipino fan base has been thoroughly educated, they hold the rest of the pageant community to that same standard. And when things happen, a lot of times I don't have to immediately jump on it because I'll go check Facebook or I'll check Instagram or I'll check YouTube. And the Filipino fans are already in the comment section setting things straight. They're already saying stuff. I've gotten in the comment sections and Filipinos are warning certain queens like, hey, you can't be behaving like this. This is bad. It makes us look bad. And if the sovereign finds you, she's going to make a video about you. You guys know me so well at this point. Lay says, imagine they have the award for the best cape this year. I mean, since they put it on display, they might as well. You might as well, since you made a significant portion of preliminaries all about a cape that's not judged. They might as well do that. But seriously, I was like, the Filipinos have gotten to the point where I don't get as angry because I look at something stupid happening and the fan base already corrects it. So that frustration in me has been alleviated because you guys now understand. You understand my frustrations. You understand like when I get frazzled and I start ranting, you know that it's coming from a place of like true emotion and not me just making a scene. Like I'm actually bothered by certain things and certain women. I know you guys miss my blonde hair. Look, I worked all day today and I was like in my office today, but I knew I had to get out my favorites list and I wanted to get it out in a timely manner so that everybody could debate and argue about it before finals showed up. So I wanted to film a video and put it out, but I just didn't have the time and I was exhausted. And I know I should be sleepy right now, which I probably will be when I get off live. But right now I feel totally energetic because I'm with you guys, it's because I'm with you. Who fell off the charts? I don't know. Who did fall off my list? That's a good question. Do we remember who fell off my list? That is a very good question. I'm not even thinking. I mean, if we're talking about top 10, Germany technically fell off. maybe even Thailand. I think there's not too many people that really fell off my list. It's just reordered, which is exactly what I told you guys was going to happen. It will be reordered, but I didn't really lose to, oh, Cambodia. Boom. Cambodia fell off my list. She was on it and she's no longer on anywhere on the list. So if there was going to be a fall off, it's Cambodia because she was like number 8 or 7 or something. So yeah, it was her. Don't trigger me with Slovak Republic. Don't trigger me with Slovak Republic. Like if you guys want to see me go off on a whole bunch of stuff, it's on Instagram. Find me on Instagram. And make sure you hit the subscribe button for the channel if you haven't done it. I'm just reminding you guys because people like get mad when they miss certain things, and it's because you don't have notifications or you're not subscribed. So everybody who missed this live stream, I'm going to get hate messages because they missed the live stream, even though it's not even my fault. It's your fault. I'm just reminding you so you don't miss it next time. Okay? Don't get mad at me. I'm being a good friend. Yeah, she hurt my feelings. I'm hurt. Celeste needs to pull the Baguette performance from MUP. Hey, that would work. That would work. It would work. It could work. Where is that Czech Republic? I'm scared to pull up that Czech Republic. No, it's Slovak Republic. Slovak Republic is what she sent me. She sent me over a ledge. She completely sent me over a ledge. I might have to, maybe I'll put it on TikTok and I'll make like little clips of that video and I'll put it, put it on TikTok or Instagram or something. I think that's a good idea. I might have to do that. It's a gnat in my room. I don't know why. You're welcome for the reminder. I just don't want you guys missing things. So like I said, I am going to try to make a finals reaction. If YouTube does not allow me to make a finals reaction, clearly they're already trying to block this stream. So I'm anticipating they're going to try to block the reaction from being uploaded. If they do, it's going on Instagram. So everybody go find my Instagram so you don't yell at me about not getting to watch the finals reaction when I just told you it's going to be on Instagram. Okay? So I told you, go find Instagram so you can see it when it's uploaded. Burns Padua says, what are your thoughts on Celeste's chance to be part of top 5? There's a lot of great competitors this year. There's a lot of great competitors this year, almost as strong as Catriona's era. Got to admit Celeste held back and did not benefit for her. That's what I said. Philippines, stop holding back. It's no longer going to be a benefit to you. Celeste could muscle her way into top 5, but understand Celeste's going to have to come like a dragon from the cave. She is going to have to just ascend like a goddess and completely light the stage on fire. I mean, she is going to have to do some outrageous, captivating stuff in order to do it. Can it be done? Yes. But that girl's going to have to just have an immaculate transformation in a span of a few days. I'm talking not even like her technique is fine. I'm talking just personality. She's going to have to completely come out of her shell. And I've never seen her really do that. She would have to do her runway persona from what we saw during Miss Universe Philippines. When we watched the runway videos of the girls and me and mom were ranting and raving about Celeste's runway walk and she had those tights on with the stripes and everything. She's going to have to bring that woman to stage. Sheer like bad bee energy nonstop. But she's going to have to combine it with that technical grace that she has. If she can bring that personality and keep it with the grace, it could happen. But she's going to have to absolutely set everybody on fire. I mean, set it ablaze. It could happen. She can still win, but she's going to have to throw everything she's got and steal some stuff from the other girls. I mean, throw everything she owns and some extra stuff from across the street. I'm talking steal your neighbor's house and throw what they have too. Throw it all. The whole thing. Borrow some stuff to throw. I don't know. Do whatever she's got to do. That's what's going to need to happen. But it can happen. So we'll have to see if she comes out with a surprise. That would be, could you imagine? That would probably be one of the most impressive Miss Universe comebacks in history. Because usually by prelims, we can kind of see who the playing field leveling out and we can see who's really going to surge to the top 10 and top 5. For a woman that's right now currently in kind of the middle of the top 10 to suddenly surge and be a surefire like #1 winner, it would be a massive comeback. But I mean, I've been taking up watching American football this year and I have seen some amazing comebacks. So I'm not going to say it's not possible. It's totally possible. Some women I can easily knock out and say it's not possible. Colombia is not about to be Miss Universe, you guys. I don't know what to tell you. It's the same way I know Russia's not going to be Miss Universe. It's the same way I know Netherlands is not going to be Miss Universe. I know that. There's certain women I know for a fact are not going to be Miss Universe. Philippines, I cannot say she's not going to be Miss Universe, but she would have to try really, really hard. Can she? We'll see. We'll see. I'm not counting her out. Can India get into top 5 for third year in a row? Yeah, she surely can. India, she's my number 7. I trust her speaking ability. Her stage performance is going to have to be a lot more fluid, but it's possible. Absolutely. Absolutely. I know she has the training in her, so it's not like she's far outside. She's 2 spots removed from my top 5. So honestly, all it would take would be a mess up from anybody above her and she would make top 5. So India could easily accidentally slip into top 5. We will see. We will totally see. But I'm happy. Guys, go and message Celeste coaches to remind her of that bad bee energy, right? When's the last time we saw Celeste at full bad bee mode? When's the last? I feel like I haven't seen that feisty, like, slay energy come out of her since Miss Universe Philippines. It's like it just vanished. It disappeared. Where did it go? She needs it. Celeste needs it in order to do well in Miss Universe. I need her to bring that back. This is not the time to be meek. This is not the time to be subtle. This is not the time. You need to bring it. Because I'm telling you right now, Curaçao's bringing it. So, babe, it's been a minute since I've seen Celeste Cortesi at her Instagram baddie best. But I would very much like for her to bring it back. Please and thank you. Can you talk about Mexico's dress? Why would I talk about Mexico's dress? What's going on with Mexico's dress? What happened? Oh, wait, is Mexico the one with the drapey dress? Is that why you're talking about Mexico's dress? Is that why? First of all, Miss Universe, they've got everything broken down. Let me see. I feel like Mexico was the one with the feisty standoutish dress. This is why Miss Universe, look, you guys have got to get your YouTube channel under control. Get it under control. Things are out of order. Things are wacky and wonky, and whoever's your YouTube manager sucks. I want to see. I love gowns. Gowns make me so happy. I'm a fashionista, so I would watch a gown competition, to be honest. Let me see. CEFGHIJK. Where's Mexico? What did she wear? What did she wear? What's your top 16? Please, I'm late. Aw, I got you. Okay, so number 16 was Colombia, which we'll see if she even makes it, but I think her speaking ability will save her. 16 was Colombia. Peru was 15. 14, Mexico. Then South Africa. Thailand. Paraguay. Number 10 was Vietnam. Number 9 was Philippines. Above that, we have Jamaica, India, Dominican Republic. Number 5 is Panama. Number 4 is Venezuela. Number 3 is Puerto Rico. Number 2 is Curacao. Number 1 is USA. And I'm currently looking for Mexico. Oh, okay. So Mexico, I don't want to piss off the YouTube overlords because they keep getting upset at the stream because I don't know. I don't even know if you guys can see that. No, you can see that. All right. So that's what we got going on. She had this little cape thing and I'm trying to understand, is it a jacket? What was happening? I mean, it's prelims, so it's fine. I'm glad it wasn't basic. Had she just worn the silver nude gown by itself, I would have roasted it because it's boring and it's basic and it's just unoriginal. I'm just upset and distracted by her movements because her evening gown isn't fluid. It's still twitchy. It's still posy. It's not elegant. Mexico's not being elegant in her evening gown. She's not. That wasn't an elegant evening gown performance for Mexico. And the music was crap. And I called that out during the live reaction. Why is Colombia at 16? I don't know. I probably should have not put her on the list, to be honest. I went back and forth on putting her on the list, period. But I took into account her speaking ability and was like, yeah, she might be one of those speaking queens, but performance-wise is not justified. That's for sure. That is for sure. But yeah, she's still being very twitchy about all that. So, just the last time we saw USA as your number one, it was MGI and Abina made it. That is right. That is right. And when I was saying how much I liked USA, the last list, people were, thinking I was being biased. And I'm like, look, I criticize the hell out of USA. Like, if you want to see some harsh criticism, go watch every video I've ever done on USA. You'll see some harsh criticism. When it comes to USA, I don't mind really stating my opinion because nobody ever accuses me of hating the United States because I'm an American citizen. So that whole accusation can't fly. So I don't mind criticizing them very harshly. But when they do well, I always give them props. And usually when Miss USA, when USA is on in any organization, we do well. We don't just like place, in the top 10. Usually we're hitting top 5 when we have a really good woman. That's how we ended up, with Abina. We ended up, we've even, when Miss USA won Miss Earth, when they're good, they're good. And we've got another good one. So I think we'll be fine. USA, she's going to be fine. Thank you for the super chat. It's TS Jane. Thank you. I see you there. Curacao versus USA. Yeah, I think a lot of people have the same top 2. Somebody said, I thought Colombia did well. Did you only view Evening Gown? Because I could understand that if you were only looking at Evening Gown, then maybe in Evening Gown only. Because swimwear was not it. Was not it. Guatemala, I expected more of. In fact, Guatemala is another one that fell off my list. Cambodia and Guatemala fell off my list because I thought Guatemala was going to do better. She's a veteran queen and her performance was still very posy and inauthentic, and it felt model-esque and not pageanty. There was no fluidity. So Guatemala, you just reminded me, she fell off. I got a super chat. Lei Hong is back with the super chat and says, as a runway coach in Australia, Philippines fans hate me because I said Celeste is playing safe during prelims. Well, she was playing safe during prelims. I said that on live. I've seen her be better. I've definitely seen her be better. Best all-around performance, Curacao. Curacao, easy. Curacao, personally, South Africa is on my list. South Africa's number 13. She's number 13. But yeah, Curacao is my bias favorite. If I just go off who my favorite is and who I want to win, I put Curacao number 1. But as a pretend judge in my head and anticipating competition, I put USA number 1 because edge for speaking ability. So we got all of that out of the way. We did. See, somebody wasn't paying attention because South Africa is on the list. And most people are honestly taking Colombia off the list. So I think I'm being very gracious and even including Colombia because most people have not included her at all. So we'll have to see. Oh, we agree. Kevin says we agree. Philippines is my number 9. Mine as well. Yeah, Germany went down too. I had high hopes for her, but they still have growth. They still have things to do, but I'm really not disappointed. I was concerned coming into this competition that the girls were not going to be prepared, and the coaches did their job. So thank you, coaches. I can't even just, the girls put in work, but really thank you, coaches, for getting these girls in line. Thank you, organizations, for getting these girls some coaches. Thank you. It was needed, and it definitely has paid off because this has turned out to be a very interesting and fun Miss Universe competition. I will be watching Miss Universe this Saturday. My entire Saturday will be devoted to Miss Universe. I am ready for it. So remember to hit the subscribe button. Find me on Instagram because you never know where I'm popping up live during competition. I will be in the Discord, and the Discord will be active. It's always very active during competition. They never, especially during Miss Universe, oh my God, the chat in Discord goes nuts. But I will be around, and I'm telling you where to find me so that you can participate. So I'm going to grab some sleep. You guys have a great morning. Have a great Friday, and I will see you during finals. Who's excited? I'm excited. I wish I could totally play some outro music without the Miss Universe organization getting mad at me.
Around the world, this 26-year-old psychologist
It's fine. We'll live. It'll be fine. I will see you guys on Saturday. And thanks for joining me on the live stream for the Miss Universe favorites. I love chatting with Miss Universe with you guys. The reaction video will be a traditional video. It'll be a traditional sit down video. Just so you know, if Miss Universe even allows me to upload it in the first place. Don't worry, the All-Star Zone playback will be available for everybody. I always keep the lives up unless I reveal too much personal tea or make like a total fool of myself, which, believe it or not, has happened many times. All right. Lay said, I got to send you a video on IG. You're going to die with a laugh. By all means, hit me in the DMs on IG. I love to laugh. I'm giggly and fun. It'll be great. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Be nice to each other. I know our lists are different, but be nice.